Hey yo, it's Highway, and you're watching Morgan Sports Network.
Sitting my room for the fifth time the same night. Can't even describe my urge to fight in my mind. Figuring out where do I even start. I know I've done this 100 times. Sometimes you just need a restart. Yeah, need to unload your mind and put it back in the shopping cart.
Hello friends, my name is Tyler Quigley. I'm one of the founders of the Morgan Sports Network. This network has been a labor of love. Through our generous sponsors and individual donations, we have been able to put this together to offer live streaming of high school sports in Morgan. Our vision is to provide those of you who cannot attend in person the ability to watch the games, whether you're watching Morgan or the team they're playing. We appreciate your support. We have some student staff that work with us. Through your donations, we've been able to pay these students as they learn the ins and outs of the broadcasting business. With the money we bring in, we are also able to upgrade our equipment and continue to provide a good broadcast for you to watch. If you would like to donate, please scan the QR code on your screen or find us on Venmo at Morgan Sports Network. You can also follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find post-game videos and photos from the games. You can also check out our website at Morgan Sports Network, where you can find photos of the games for your personal use after. On behalf of all of us at the Morgan Sports Network, thank you very much for your support.
home, you will see many firsts. First steps, first pets, and first dates. Whether you're looking for your first or last home, you want to partner with a first-choice lender to make securing a mortgage as easy as possible for you. Home buyers have relied on Academy Mortgage for customized home loan solutions and responsible and honest mortgage service for over 25 years. Make Academy your first-choice lender.
It's none of them. I think it's. Is it one of the headsets? It might be one of the headsets. On the road. So you can hear
Test, test, test. No. Just one ear. I can hear, but one ear only. Nothing at all. Test, test. Let me hear Tyler's. Test, 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 test. Test. Oh, no kidding. They'd be rocking out, right? Yeah. Sweet. So, question for you. We can only hear out of one ear. Is that life? Well, do you know what the deal is? Crap. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah. So the only way I can handle it is I leave the one ear off. If I put it on, it makes I just go crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, because their crowd's listening to their own thing. If not, don't worry about it.
Procrastinating preventive maintenance? No need. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians make car care make sense, so you can avoid being in a pickle.
Oh, man, I'm sure you'll be down there some more. It's alright. Yeah, it sounds horribly bassy. I don't want to jack up the Travis Matthews, so I get nervous to flip on here. You know what I mean?
procrastinating preventive maintenance? No need. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians make car care make sense, so you can avoid being in a pickle.
I upgraded our scorecard also. Oh, okay, cool. So then I'm gonna do this.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test,
Can you hear me? This is the school song. We're just gonna have to leave both ears on so we can't hear that dude.
It is pretty loud next to the
Austin,
speaker,
can you
isn't
hear us? Do we sound okay? We
it?
good?
Sound okay? Alright. How are the Cheetos over there? How are the Cheetos? I hear us. I just tested. Pretty bussin'. I heard from my kids that you can't say bussin' anymore. You're supposed to say cracked. Are those Cheetos cracked? It's a new thing.
Are you gonna work that into the broadcast?
Depends on how the evening goes.
Daniel's predicted a 50.
Hello, friends. My name is Tyler Quigley. I'm one of the
You know, I
founders
just
of
want
the
a
Morgan
game.
Sports Network.
I don't want
This
any more
network has
56
been
to
a labor of
zeros.
love.
You know,
Through
Manti
our
out there looks
generous
like Ohio State.
Sponsors and individual donations.
With those red
we've been able
uniforms
to
and
put
those
The
silver
Ohio
helmets.
State?
to offer live
What's that?
streaming of
The
high
Ohio
school
State?
sports in
The
Morgan.
Ohio State.
Our
I
vision
lived
is
in
to
Columbus
provide
for
those of you
5
who
years.
cannot attend in person
was
the
our team
ability
for a while.
to watch the games.
Those
Whether you're
uniforms
watching
actually are
Morgan
pretty
or
sharp.
the
I
team
like
they're
them.
playing. We appreciate your support.
I
We
wonder
have
if
some
we should,
student
should we
staff
go
that
live
work with
and
us.
get rid of this so we
Through
can
your
see this and
donations,
the
we've been
Yeah,
able
people
you
to
coming
ready-
out?
you wanna
these
send us
students
live?
as
Get
they
rid of
learn
this.
the ins and outs of the
Let's send it.
broadcasting business.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morgan High School for tonight's boys varsity football game featuring the visiting Templars from Manti High School versus the Trojans from Morgan High School. We welcome those of you who have joined us from around the corner or around the globe. I'm Tyler Quigley. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, David Halls. David, how are you?
Hey, good evening, Tyler. It's a great night to be here. Great night for football. The weather is awesome. Heat's come off a little bit with the sun starting to set, and we're getting some shade up here in the booth, and I think it'll be a good game tonight.
We're up on the crow's nest. We have the cheerleaders that are going to greet the team as they run out of the helmet. We have our field camera operator, Jackson Flinton, down, it's going to get some tremendous shots of the Trojans, and here they come.
Out of the helmet they go.
Welcome your Morgan High Trojans to the field.
That was one of our camera guys, Jackson Flinton. We have on our main camera today Sam Halls, our secondary camera, PJ Williams. Our producer is Austin Barlow. Our executive producer is Dylan Despain and Mike Despain. I think that's it.
Looks like Coach Sisson down there getting the boys ready, going through their warm-up routine and getting ready to loosen up.
Let's go through a couple of little pregame nuggets here, Dave, on the history of this game, Morgan versus Manti. Last season, Morgan played at Manti, won 42-0.
Yeah, you know, there's been some years when Manti's been a pretty tough competitor. It looks like, you know, last year wasn't much of a game. I'm hoping that tonight maybe will be a little different. I did note that they have some personnel out, some key personnel, so we'll see how that impacts the game.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We wish that speedy recovery for the quarterback for Manti. He's out on concussion protocol. Their sophomore quarterback is going to play tonight, which will be fun to see him get a start.
That's right. We saw him down in Manti last night playing with the JV team, a very talented young man, an athlete, and hopefully he'll be able to keep up with this fast-paced Morgan defense.
Absolutely. Daniel Moudreau, our statistician extraordinaire, provided us with this information. The first time Manti and Morgan played that we have records on right now was in 1989, where Morgan played and won that game by 10, 17-7. So going back to 89, we have 14 different meetings. Morgan leads this series 10-4 going back to that date.
You know, I love Manti as a community. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but every time I go down, it reminds me a little bit of the feel that we have here in Morgan. I think they've got a great tradition of football and athletics, and I'm glad to have them up here tonight. It was fun to be down there last night with the JV and freshmen.
Maybe it's the MHS that gets them going. MHS versus MHS.
That's exactly what we have tonight.
Hopefully you can hear us. We're up on the crow's nest here. We have the loudspeaker right next to us, unfortunately. But we're going to have the national anthem, and I didn't hear who was presenting that. Did you?
I think the national anthem will be presented by.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Was that Imagine Dragons?
Feels like it.
Well, we'll pause for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Fabulous rendition of the national anthem there by the Morgan High student.
Yeah, great job on that. Apologize, I didn't catch his name. We'll try and pick that up and share that with you later in the broadcast tonight. One thing I noticed tonight, Tyler, it's interesting. I looked at the Morgan team, and they stretch sideline to sideline. The Manti team fits pretty much between the hashes. I talked to a gentleman last night who said that we probably have more freshmen in football than they have in their entire program.
Yeah, that's. I noticed the same. I noticed our cheerleaders. We have more cheerleaders than they had players, but they've come to fight. They're 2-2. They lost a heartbreaker last week. Came back and almost took Juan Diego to overtime, but didn't happen.
Yeah, I think it's too bad for them. They didn't pull that off. I think they were down quite a bit in the first half. Like you said, clawed back, overtime loss, and then the loss of some key personnel.
Let's talk a little bit about some key players for Morgan. Coming into this game, quarterback Nick Despain has thrown for 979 yards, completing 65% of his passes, and has 9 touchdowns and only 1 interception.
What a fantastic season, particularly on those turnovers. It's hard to go this far into a season against some of these defenses with only 1 interception, and he's managed to pull that off.
Quarterback, or the captains for the Trojans are number 2, Nick Despain, number 22, Gunnar Lish, number 8, the Muley Bear, Josh Criddle, and number 11, Gavin Turner. The Muley Bear, number 8, was selected this week to be a team captain by the other captains and by the coaches.
Yeah, a well-deserved honor for him tonight, and I think we'll see him carry that energy right into the game.
You'll notice you watch the coin toss while I talk a little bit about the honorary captains that are on the sideline. From 7th grade, we have Bronson Ball, Eli Mortensen, Cole Miller, Bridger Neuenschwander, George Thurston, and Rhett Larson. They're 7th graders that are on the sideline there with Cole Keel representing the 7th grade Morgan team. That team actually went to Cowboys Stadium last year and competed nationally as they went as far as they could here in Utah. Manti has won the toss and is deferring. So Morgan will receive. Morgan will receive and go from north to south. There's a slight breeze blowing that way as well. Very slight. It's kind of off and on. So it's fun to see those honorary captains. Last home game was the 8th graders. Today's the 7th graders. The boys football team will also honor a faculty member at halftime. We invite you to stick around. Not sure if you'll be able to understand the PA, but it's Heidi Miller will be honored at half.
It's always fun, a little bit of a tradition here in Morgan that we honor those teachers and faculty members that serve our students so well.
Let's go through the offensive starters. Since Morgan will start on offense, led by team captain number 2, Nick Despain. At tailback will be team captain Gunnar Lish, wide receiver team captain Gavin Turner, along with Lincoln Gilson and Brogan Garrett, number 14. Brogan's a junior, Lincoln's a sophomore. On the line for the Trojans today will be centered by Tyler Buckway, number 79. He's a senior. Right guard Cole Keel, a senior. Left guard is Isaiah Henselwood, number 50. He's a sophomore. Cooper McGiven, number 53. He's a junior. Right tackle is number 54, junior Will Fisher. And H-back is number 8, senior and team captain today, the Muley Bear, Josh Criddle. And we're underway. Taken at the 3-yard line by Garrett. Reverses to Zach Nelson. He's at the 20, 30, 35, 40. Spinning to the right to the 46-yard line. Nice return there by it was originally by 14, and then Brogan Garrett handed that to Zach.
First and goal on the 47.
First and 10 for the Trojans on the 47-yard line. Morgan is in their white uniforms with maroon trim and maroon helmets. Manti's in their all red with white. Here's Gunnar Lish. Breaks free for a Trojan first down.
Great little run there by Gunnar to set things off, the right tone.
14-yard gain there for Gunnar. Well, maybe 15. Manti's in their red uniforms trimmed in white with silver helmets, as David mentioned earlier, looks like the Ohio State uniforms. Here's Lish again, goes left and is brought down for a half-yard loss.
Doesn't really get anywhere on that one.
Jet Salmon is checked in. He's on Nick's left, number 24. He's a sophomore. Nick sends Salmon in motion to the left, looks downfield, goes across, complete to Lincoln Gilson, and he dives forward for a 12-yard gain. Lincoln had a breakout game last week, David, against Green Canyon. Caught for, received for over 100 yards, had a touchdown grab for 38 yards. It was one of the highlights of the year and has really proven himself to be a great receiver.
He really has. He's just an impressive athlete, particularly for his age. We're going to see some great things from him in years to come.
1st and 10 for the Trojans on the 24-yard line of Manti. Manti are the Templars. Criddle in motion. To Spain, pitches back to Salmon. Picks up 5, 6, 10, 15, 17-yard run there for Jet Salmon.
Picks up that first down, and great run there. The Morgan offense and the O-line providing some protection there, setting off a good pace.
Bradley Walters checked in on the line during that play, number 76. Didn't start the game, but came in later. Nice to see him out there alongside Buckway. Here's a handoff to number 35. That is Austin Avon. He's a sophomore.
35, Austin Avon. Tackled again by Sion Castro.
2-yard gain. Austin had 125 yards rushing in the JV game yesterday.
Yeah, great game.
Here's Despain, drops back. He's looking to the end zone. Has Gilson for a Trojan touchdown. Nick Despain to Lincoln Gilson. His hands are as soft as cotton, and his gloves are like glue.
Nick Despain.
First 2 passes of the game for Despain to Gilson. He already has 20 yards. The holder for the extra point will be number 1, Tate Nilsson. Kicking today for the Trojans is number 11, Gavin Turner. Number 28, Porter Anderson, is checked in for this play. The kick is up. And it is good. 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Morgan up 7-0.
While you're setting up with this kickoff, I'd like you to put out there that the cheerleaders will be holding a mini cheer clinic starting Tuesday, September 13th. Please bring your daughters. Come have fun. Information on how to sign up is available at the concession stand.
We appreciate the sponsors of the Morgan Sports Network. We have Brett Mills with Academy Mortgage, Benjamin Brown with Cornerstone Real Estate. He also takes pictures for us, which you can find on our website sometime during a few days after the game. We'll get those posted. Benjamin is one of our Trojan level sponsors. We have Northern Utah Dermatology, Dr. Daniel Hansen. Bingham's Custom Meats and Hooked Up Plumbing are also sponsors. Kicking for the Trojans will be number 11, Gavin Turner.
Gavin kicking again this week. He did a great job last week, scoring on both with a touchdown and some field goals and extra points.
As the wind at his back, kicks it, bounces, hits the returner at the 5-yard line. He's out to the 10, 15. Brought down at the 16, 17-yard line. Let's talk a little bit about the starters on defense, Dave. Starting with the line, nose guard is number 77, senior Aiden Thompson. Number 41 is at end. He's SP41, Sean Moore, sponsored by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your SPF sunblock. With Sean Moore, though, that's the Sean protection factor.
That's right, and that's a fun one. I like it. I think it's, he's had a lot of blocked passes, blocked punts, blocked everything. So
for sure. At the other end is number 8, Josh Criddle, who is playing on both sides of the ball today. And we'll get to the others in a moment. There's a handoff. Tackle made by Tate Nilsson and Gunnar Lish. At corner is, we also have at the linebackers, we have Jet Salmon, number 24, he's a sophomore. Number 44, Ty Wheeler, he's the leading tackler on the Trojans team, was the player of the week in 3A last week. Jaron Ball, number 20, he's a senior. And number 25, Rhett Nye, the tackle guy. We'll get into the other players here after this play. Drop snap. Quarterback runs up the middle and is just creamed by the Trojan line.
Looks like it was enough for a first down.
Aiden Thompson on the tackle. At safeties, we have Zach Sargent, number 19. He's a junior, and number 22, Gunnar Lish. At the corners, we have the brothers, the Nilsson brothers. Zach, number 3, he's a senior, and Tate, number 1, he's a junior. Those are your defensive starters for today. Quarterback for the Templars is number 6, Mason Starkweather. He's a sophomore, also plays defense. We're going to see number 4, Pogrowski, carry the ball a bunch today as well.
Looks like he maybe picked up a half yard there.
Ty Wheeler, Dave, has some amazing stats already for the season.
The Oxcat?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to stick, but we'll roll with it. He has 28 tackles, 16 solo, 12 assists, and 5 sacks in 4 games. Not a bad line.
Tremendous performance by him this year, and also he's seen some time on the other side of the ball and got himself a touchdown earlier this season.
Did, yeah. Second down, 9 to go for the Templars. Quarterback pass over the middle, complete to number 1, brought down by Wheeler. That's a Templar first down, 11-yard gain.
Great route there, great pass right over the head of the defense, and picked up that first down. And the Templars picking up a little bit of steam here as they move down the field.
Manti High School was established in 1905. Morgan High School, 1911.
When was Manti?
1905. They have an enrollment of 652, 9 through 12. It's a handoff up the middle. 3-yard gain there for number 4, Pogrowski.
Looks like gives us about a 2nd and 6.
Manti also plays on a grass field. You were there yesterday, David. How did their field look?
Yeah, like most fields, it looks like it's been a long, hard summer, but they've done a good job. They've done a nice job painting that field, and Mike and I were commenting that it did look quite good.
We're in the first quarter, just over 6 minutes to go. Here's a pass out, complete. Met immediately by Rhett Nye, the tackle guy, and some of his friends.
Not going anywhere. Looks like he picked up maybe a yard or 2 on forward progress. Give probably a 2nd and 5, maybe.
It actually brings up 3rd down and
3rd
5.
and 5, sorry.
Tate Steele has checked into the game, number 89. Ball on the 45-yard line, on the Templars' 45-yard line, 5 yards to go. Or maybe 4. Quarterback Starkweather in shotgun. Drops back, steps into the pocket, and is dropped by the Trojans. That was number 89, Tate Steele with the tackle there. Looks like the Templars will punt. We have on to receive the punt for the Trojans is number 16, Peyton Brooks. Nicknamed Shifty. You'll see why after he catches this and runs. High snap, take it easily, and almost blocked by number 7, Jimmy Savage. Trojans let that ball go, and it's down at the 33-yard line. Did you see how fast Jimmy got in there?
He is pretty fast and quite a threat on those punts.
He has a blocked bunt. He had a blocked punt at Bear River that resulted in a safety.
That was a fun play. That was our first clean play of the game, I
It sure
believe.
was. And it was a block sponsored by Northern Utah Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunblock. Here's Despain, sends Turner in motion. He's looking for Turner. Has him for a completion.
Reception by number 11, Gavin Turner.
3-yard gain. Trojans have thrown the ball 3 times and run the ball 4 times so far. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. In Morgan, we're up on the Crow's Nest, about 75 degrees, a light breeze going from north to south. Handoff to Lish, number 22. Breaks some tackles, keeps his legs going. He's at the 50. Breaks a few more tackles and spins. He's still on his feet. He's at the 40. Clear down to the 30-yard line. Gunnar Lish in the spin cycle.
Man, what a play, what a run. Not interested in going down at all. I think every one of the Templar defense touched him on the way through to that gain.
I didn't see where we had the ball to mark down his yardage there. We'll have to estimate here.
I think
it's about a 30-yard gain.
He started at the Weber River.
I like that. Here's Tate Nilsson, number 1 with the ball.
Number 1, Tate Nilsson with the run for the Trojans.
7-yard gain there for Tate.
Templars again.
Tate Nilsson played quarterback last year, backed up Nick Despain, who Tate got a couple of starts last year as Nick was dinged up on a couple of games and did a great job. Despain rolling left, throwing, incomplete, intended for Gavin Turner.
Intended for number 11, Gavin Turner from Spain.
Brings up 3rd and about 4 yards to go. Right, he was there. It was a good route. It was a good ball. Just maybe Gavin was getting ready to turn there before he wheeled it in.
Sun is setting behind us, Dave. It actually looks neat. There's a lot of smoke in the air from fires in California and Idaho. And looks like we're in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, but we're not.
It really does.
Here's Avon. Ball may have come out.
Number 35, Austin Avon carry. Number 0.
Picked up 1 yard. That'll bring up 4th down for the Trojans.
4th and about 4 to go, it looks like.
Despain getting some instruction from Coach Millward, offensive coordinator for the Trojans. Has his instructions.
Morgan's student section getting pumped up here.
Here's Despain. It's 4th down, 4 to go. Ball on the Templar 26-yard line. Despain drops back, looks over the middle, has Criddle for a Trojan first down. One captain to another. The Muley Bear, his first catch of the game.
Joshua Criddle for the tackle, taken down by number 22, Bo Stevens. That gives the Trojans a first down.
The 9-yard gain there for Josh.
Sets up a Morgan first down.
Hand off to Lish. Goes left, cuts up, has some blockers. Keeps his feet churning, and he's ahead for what looks to be another first down.
Looks like maybe 2nd and 9.
Just short.
Just shy, about maybe an inch shy.
We're in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon Zone, sponsored by Mountain Green
looks
Dental.
like they're dropping the sticks there. Looks like they did give him a
Well, they
first
gave
down.
it first downs. 1st and goal for the Trojans. Ball on the 5-yard line. Here's Despain. Hand off to Lish. Goes right. Cuts up the middle. Has some blocks. And he is down at the half-yard line.
Number 22, Gunnar Lish with the tackle.
So close. Great job by that O-line creating that gap for him to slip through. Just an inch or 2 shy.
It could just be me, but I think this is going to Lish.
Well, if it doesn't, it feels like a ripoff, doesn't it?
Let's see, Nick goes up under center. Puts a saddle on the backs of the line and waltzes in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nick Despain in for the touchdown for the Trojans.
And Nick punching that touchdown in on the easy walk-in.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Trojans with a 13-0 lead. Our friend Daniel Muudreau has predicted this game to be a 56-0 win for the Trojans. Never doubt Daniel.
No, don't doubt Daniel. He had some predictions for our Ridgeline games that seemed a little aggressive, and he was spot on.
He was. The extra point is up and good by Gavin Turner, number 11. Holder was number 1, Tate Nilsson. Number 62, Luke Olson was in on that play as well. Along with Cole Keel, Isaiah Henselwood, Tyler Buckway. At some point during this broadcast, David, I'm going to excite and dazzle you with the history of the M on the mountain in Morgan.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I know you're excited. I did learn as I was doing a little additional research that there's an M on the mountain in Manti as well.
Oh, so they copied Morgan?
Yeah, but it's just a different feel.
You mean with the big temple right in front of it or next to it?
Yes. Gavin Turner will kick. The American flag in the north end zone is moving slightly. There is a little breeze up here up top. Number 4, Quentin Farley is in on this play. Sean Moore, Rhett Nye, Jimmy Savage. Number 23, Titan Willis. Ty Wheeler. Number 34 is in, Ethan Pace. Kick is up and into the end zone for a touchback. Zach Nilsson was in on that play as well.
Give Manti a chance to try and bring it down the field again. They made some pretty good progress on that first drive. I mean, stopped short, but they did pick up some first down or two along their way.
Take a minute to remind everybody that snow was going out back there, the burgers and the hot dogs and the concessions.
Morgan has the same players in that started the game on the defense that we mentioned earlier. Number 19, Zach Sargent is in. Jet Salmon. Josh Criddle. 1st and 10 on the Templars' 20-yard line.
Number 6, Starkweather.
Handoff. Tackle by, nice 7-yard gain, tackle by Luke Wheeler.
Tackled by number 19, Zach Sargent.
2nd and 2.
Ty Wheeler for the Trojans.
Ty Wheeler's racking up the tackle stats again.
Yes, he is, and I think we'll see a lot of that tonight. Little shout out to Jessica Halls, who's doing some QA for us at home, making sure that our broadcast is high quality. She reported things look good.
All right, that's good. I'm going to open up the text line in a minute too, so get your pencils out and we'll write down the number that you can text us and let us know where you're watching from. Here's a quarterback sack by Rhett Nye, the tackle guy. The quarterback dropped the ball. The official is saying he was down. That's a quarterback sack by number 25, Rhett Nye, the tackle guy.
Looks like Sean Moore was back there to try and recover that possible fumble, but it looks like we didn't quite get that.
Brings
3rd
up,
and 13, it looks like.
About a 10-yard loss there. Just under 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 13 yards to go for the Templars. At the end of this quarter, we'll open up the text line.
Ball on the 17 for the Templars. Starkweather back in quarterback.
3rd and 17. Quarterback drops back, looks to passes over the middle, incomplete. And the lights just came on.
All right.
Don't know why we didn't have them on sooner, but we didn't. But 4th down, 26, just over 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. 4th and 17.
4th and 13, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. The ball was on the 17. Thank you.
Right.
Peyton Brooks will receive the kick for the Trojans.
A little bit of a drop there.
Almost blocked by Sean Moore. The ball hit the Manti player in the back. Not sure. So when it's all said and done, the Morgan has the ball 1st and 10 on the Templars, 37 yard line.
So I guess they'll take a. You get a chance to do one play here, and then we'll move it to the other side.
Sorry, the 34 yard line. Ball is on the Templars 34 yard line. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Morgan scored touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. Templars punted on their first 2. Despain has a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown this quarter. Jet Salmon behind Despain. Stacked receivers on either side.
Checking with the coaches. Maybe making a small change there.
Pass out to Shifty Brooks. He picks up some yardage, jukes some guys, breaks some ankles, and brings the ball. That was about a 20-yard gain there for Shifty.
It's like Peyton's living up to his name there.
That should possibly be the last play of the quarter.
Looks like it'll do it.
Shifty was breaking ankles there, taking names.
He was.
That's the end of the first quarter. Trojans 14, Templars 0.
First quarter.
So if you would like to text us in and let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching, who you're cheering for, you can text us at 801-808-2100. That's 801-808-2100. Last year, Dave, I've been kind of keeping a little bit of a rolling basic track of where our fans are watching from. Many different cities in Utah, but we have the different states that have texted in. We have Washington, Arizona, Hawaii, New York, Michigan, Wyoming. We had a fan watching from Singapore. We have fans in Hong Kong that are watching.
Oh, that's fantastic. They are watching, I guess it would be Saturday afternoon in Hong Kong.
I can't remember if they watched the replay or the...
Well, Saturday afternoon football sounds pretty good.
Trojans at the 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 to go for the Trojans on the 14-yard line. Here's Despain in shotgun. Hand off to Salmon. Gets some great blocks from his team, and he's in for a Trojan touchdown. Jet Salmon picked up some amazing blocks by the offensive line, sponsored by Northern Utah Dermatology. Remember to wear your sunblock. Jet Salmon. 14-yard touchdown.
Holding again for the Trojans on the point after. Dick Nelson and kicking. Gavin. Turner.
So Dave, after this kick, I want to tell you about Hong Kong. So here's Turner on to attempt the extra point. Hold is down and good. The kick is up and good by Gavin Turner. 6 seconds into the second quarter, Morgan up 21-0. So we have Elder and Sister Willis, who are Titan and Maverick Willis's grandparents. They're living in Hong Kong, serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
That's right. In fact, we had a chance to live stream Maverick's 4th grade Mighty Might tackle team last Saturday afternoon. They got a chance to tune into that, and they sent us a little bit of love.
That's awesome. We appreciate those of you who are, if you want to text in, you can. It's 801-808-2100. We appreciate Gavin's uncles and cousins watching from Island Road, the exotic location of Island Road in Morgan, Utah.
Island Road is
84050.
Island Road is a great road.
I love Island Road. If I am not mistaken, Daniel Moudreau lives on Island Road.
Oh, okay.
So you know it's a good road when Daniel lives there.
That's right.
Daniel is our right-hand man when it comes to stats and facts. I'm going to dazzle you with some information that Daniel provided me on this day in history, September 9th, for Morgan High Sports.
September 9th.
Yeah, many different years.
Oh,
There's a little
many years.
kick
Okay.
out of bounds here for the Trojans. Gavin Turner's numbers for the receiving, not including today's game, he's the leading receiver for the Trojans. He has caught 25 passes for 392 yards and 6 touchdowns. Here's a little nugget for you on September 9th. I think the members of the Morgan Utah West stake of Zion will like this. In 1983, Morgan beat North Summit 21-0, led by quarterback Darren Murdoch, who passed the ball for 239 yards.
What an impressive game. 239 passing yards. And honestly, back then, football was a little different. They played a lot more on the ground. So what a great game for President Murdoch.
Good job, President. There's a tackle for loss there by number 44, Ty Wheeler.
So they lost about 3 yards on that play, 2 maybe.
Shout out to our friends in Sacramento, California, rooting for number 53, Cooper McGiven, our starting lineman on the offense. Great player, great young man. We appreciate you watching the Morgan Sports Network. Another shout out to my friend Alex Paul, watching his friends from the Basin View Ward in Mountain Green. Hello, Alex. It was good to see you at Heinz today. I'll mention Heinz here in a minute, one of our sponsors. 2nd and 12. Pass dropped. Felt the pressure of the tackle guy there.
Yeah, had the ball right there in the breadbasket and get ready to turn and run. But yes, I think felt that pressure of the tackle coming and just slipped out of the hands.
On September 9th, 1960, Morgan tied East Carbon 7-7.
Okay. What year, 1960?
Yes.
And they let it end in a tie.
I hate to say this, but in 1966, Clearfield beat Morgan 58-13
Well, that's not a
on
close
September
game.
9th.
That's not a good game. What year was that?
66. 3rd down for the Templars. Pressure and a quarterback sack by the Trojans.
It's like number 51.
Nick Priest with the quarterback sack there. Great play by number 51.
Brings up 4th down and about 19.
Here's a punt for the Templars. Shifty Brooks will receive the punt. The kick will bounce. Fielded. Shifty's off to the races. He's got wide open field here. He's at the 30 and is pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. 40-yard return there for Shifty.
Great return there, great speed, and then, of course, great balance as he came around there. Tried to beat him to the sideline, didn't quite get it, but an awesome return. Sets up the Morgan Trojans for a score here in the 2nd quarter.
Already in the Mountain Green Dental Maroon zone. Ball on the 18-yard line. Here's Despain. Pass complete to Gilson. Stays inbounds. Clock will run.
2nd and about 1 yard to go. It's like one of our students down there is wearing a cornstalk. Maybe got that from Mike Despain's garden that he's been bragging about.
Yes, it's cowboy night here at Trojan Field. Despain rolls right. Throws to the end zone and complete. Oh, no good. They say no good.
Oh, it looks like he dropped it there at the last second.
He didn't drop that. That was Gavin.
As unlikely as it seems, I guess it does happen occasionally.
It's rare.
So did you talk about the Trojans wearing white tonight?
No. Why is that? Normally they wear maroon at home.
Yeah, so talked to the coach, and their uniforms in Manti were ordered back in May, and they still have not yet arrived. And so they, given that the red and the maroon are close enough together, they called and asked if they could wear their home jerseys, and so we're tonight wearing our aways.
Good stuff right there. 10 yards to go for the Trojans. Handoff to Austin Avon. Tackle. Picked up a couple. He may have got the first day. It was a 3rd down. That is A first down for the Trojans by Austin Avon.
22, Otis Stevens. Number 3, Lincoln Harwood for the Templars.
They were very gracious and accommodating of us last night as we were there trying to broadcast our JV and freshman games. Coach Fred down there, a great man and a coach and employee of the school.
Fred Takiako. Hand off to Avon again. Picks up some nice blocks there. Will Fisher led the way on that block.
Good to see.
Number 54.
Good to see Austin Avon playing tonight. He was playing in the JV game as well last night. He's been out a little bit. I think injury to his hand or his thumb.
Okay.
He's back at it.
Ball on the 4-yard line for the Trojans. 2nd and goal. We're in the second quarter. Just over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's Despain. Handoff to Jet Salmon, who moonwalks into the end zone for a touchdown.
A little bit of a diversion, hiding the ball, and rushed in.
That's Jet Salmon's 2nd touchdown of the game, of the quarter, actually.
Nice little touchdown run there, set up by a great return by Peyton Brooks.
Gavin Turner for the extra point. Our extra points this season are sponsored by ES Solar, Utah's largest and best solar electric contractor. Get part approved and partnered with Rocky Mountain Power with WattSmart battery rebates. This isn't solar of old. It's a virtual power plant with battery backup. Contact Zach Randall for a quote today. He's a Morgan High alumni and supporter of the Morgan Sports Network. We appreciate Zach sponsoring those extra points, which Gavin just made. So with just over 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, Morgan up 28-0. We appreciate Jiffy Lube. They're locally owned and operated with locations in South Ogden and on Riverdale Road. Jiffy Lube is fast and convenient for oil changes, tires, brakes, and more. They sponsor our Jiffy Fast Plays. I would call that first touchdown of this second quarter a Jiffy Fast Play, 6 seconds.
6 seconds off the clock to score?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Got the drums are here tonight for the Trojans. That's fun.
Yeah, it's great to have the band here, or at least the percussion portion of the band. And I was going to comment, Tyler, I think this is the first football game of the season where I'm actually getting a little bit cold.
I know you didn't bring a jacket, so you're probably going to want to snuggle, but I don't know. I'm not there yet. Gavin Turner, actually Tate Nilsson, or no, Bo, is that Bo that's kicking this one? Bo Johnson is in to kick.
Number 9, Bo Johnson.
Good to have him back. He was out last game. Kicks the ball high and into the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback for the Templars on the side of the 20 and a first down.
We have a viewer that's watching from the Avenues in Salt Lake City. Welcome. Glad you're enjoying the Morgan Sports Network. I hope you are. You didn't mention that. We have one of our friends. We have the Savages' grandparents cheering on Jimmy.
Are they in Oklahoma?
Montana.
Montana.
Good to have you on.
Don't know where Oklahoma came from. Hopefully they used to be from there. Otherwise, I'm totally confused.
Just got a text from Hong Kong, Dave.
And they
watching live.
The Savages watched last Saturday as we broadcast the Mighty Mites.
First and 10 from the 20. Ball pass complete to number 1. Nice tackle there by Tate Nilsson.
By number 1, Hunter Stevens. Tackled by number 1, Tate Nelson.
So from the Willises that are watching, Wayne and Amy Willis in Hong Kong, they watched live and replay. They said it's 9:30 a.m. Saturday there, Dave, and they hold church every day for overseas workers there.
That's right. I've attended church in Hong Kong before, and yes, you definitely have people from all over the world.
Well, that's fun. Aunt Mindy and Uncle Gary cheering for Nick and Jack Despain from Southern California. Remember to wear your sunscreen down there, Northern Utah Dermatology.
Looks like he picked up maybe a half yard there.
If you want to text in, you can. 801-808-2100. Let us know who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. There's a slight chill in the air up here. My eyes are burning from the smoke in the air. It looks like we're in the Great Smoky Mountains, but we are not. You can hardly see Snow Basin with the smoke behind us. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Here's a pass. Incomplete.
Right in the hands there of number 1, Hunter Stevens.
May have felt the footsteps of Quentin Farley there.
I think so. Brings up a 4th down for Manti.
Manti has punted on all of their possessions. The Trojans have scored touchdowns on all of their possessions so far. Morgan cheerleaders are here in full force, cheering in front of the student body. A lot of cowboy hats down there tonight, Dave.
I love it.
Full stands as I look down there, and a punt was almost blocked there by Sean Moore, SPF 41. Sean Moore's tall.
Yes, he is. I think he's 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
6'5" with his afro. At the conclusion of today's game, we will choose a most outstanding player that will receive a certificate for a bacon bomb from Bingham's Custom Meats. Bingham Bacon's bombs are easy to cook and explosive with flavor. 12 different choices. They're sure to have the right one for your family's next party. Let them meet your needs. They also have amazing sandwiches. Here's a pass, complete to Tate Nelson. Makes a couple of athletic moves and gets a 12-yard gain there for Tate.
Great route there on that bubble screen, and shot out and picked up that 1st down.
I mentioned Heinz Country Store. They're one of our sponsors. We appreciate them. I love Heinz. You know I'm a Heinzite.
Oh, yes.
The only acceptable ite is a Heinzite. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the 38-yard line. Despain under pressure. Throws deep. Gavin caught the ball. Was he in bounds?
It's like he got a toe tapper there. I think he's in. Yes,
he
they're
did.
calling it good.
Oh, what a play there by Despain and Turner. You can count on them just like you can count on onions spilling out of trucks on I-84. It's a guarantee. What kind of a gain was that there, Dave? It was on the 38. Where are we at now here? On the
looks like we're on the
20-yard gain.
Looks like a 20,
but the 12.
But Nick was probably 15 yards back, so.
Here's Despain. Complete to Avon. He's at the 10, 5. Touchdown, Austin Avon from Nick Despain.
Touchdown, number 35, Austin Avon for the Trojans.
I don't think the Trojans used a 2nd down on that drive.
No, they kind of slid in there pretty with ease. And seems like their offense is clicking on all cylinders right now. The Trojan touchdown sponsored by Academy Mortgage. We appreciate Brett Mills for sponsoring the Morgan Sports Network. The Wardell brothers, they're located in Morgan County. They build roads and have bulk products and are great supporters of Morgan High and Morgan Sports and the Morgan Sports Network. Extra point is good.
Yeah, love those Wardell brothers. Good men, good members of our community. Good wives, good children. I think half of our community when we have youth activities is made up of Wardell children, and it's always fun to be around them.
One of my favorite soccer players on the Lady Trojans soccer team is K-Dog, Cadence Wardell.
She is a fantastic athlete, a lot of speed, a lot of just energy and just aggressive, and a great overall player.
The Lady Trojans soccer team have a big game this coming week on September 12th against Ogden at Morgan. We invite all to come and cheer on the Lady Trojans soccer team. They're off to a great start this season. That's a varsity game will be at 3:30 here just east of the football field on the soccer field. The girls volleyball team is in Southern California right now at a tournament.
Have you heard any updates on them?
I have not.
Did they? I think they got down there yesterday. Is that right?
I think so. I don't. Yeah, sounds right. Our boys golf team is off to a good start. They won. They had hosted a region tournament here at Round Valley Golf Course in Morgan on Wednesday and were victorious. Took 1st place. Tied for 1st for low medalists was Lance Loughton and Zaylin McCleary, Z-Money, both shot 2 under par, 70s.
Nice.
I know that sounds easy, but it sure isn't. Here's a kickoff, fielded at the 1 yard line. Trojan player just got upended on that return. Out to the 24 yard line, or 23. One of our supporters is from Morgan Sports Network. Our Shirts to a T, they handle embroidery, screen printing, promotional items. They've hooked us up with our hats, our shirts, and other items. They do a great job in Morgan if you need something. Shirts to a T, they're right there on Main, just up the road from Ridley's. 1st and 10 for the Templars. Run up the middle, no gain. Robinson Waste Management is one of our new sponsors. Gardner Development, STF Electric, CSI, Sealing Systems Inc. Randall Brothers Construction, Roger and Ryan Randall, they are Morgan High alum, Morgan High quarterbacks. Roger was a state champion in his day, 79. And they do a great job on commercial and residential building. Choose them for your next build. Randall Brothers Construction. Templars went for it all there.
Actually a nice pass. A lot of mustard on that ball, just beyond the reach of that intended receiver. Looks like number 27, Wyatt Hanks of the Templars.
3rd down. Ball on the 24 yard line, 9 yards to go for the Templars. Those red uniforms with the white stripes, those are sharp.
They are. They look really nice.
The nice glistening silver helmets too, those are neat looking. Trojans are in their maroon helmets. There's a quarterback is in trouble. He's rolling way back and just unloads it over into the cheer section.
Heads up play there by the quarterback, just getting rid of it.
He was under heavy pressure there by Tate Steele.
Man of Steel about to
he is the man.
Show him what that really means.
We appreciate X-Balm as being one of our sponsors. They are extreme lip protection made in the USA. Get extreme, get X-Balm, xbalm.com. Today I'm wearing my blue flavor, which is ice.
Is that your favorite?
It is, because that's what I have. I do like it though. Punt is
decent kick there to Peyton.
Oh, brought down at the Trojan 48 yard line. Dave Morgan has scored on all of their possessions so far. Gunnar Lish. Gunnar Lish is in the backfield with Despain. The Muley Bear is at tight end. Dave, will the Muley Bear get his first touchdown of the season this game?
I hope so.
Team captain. Despain gets a nice block from
nice
Lish.
Block.
Pass out and no good.
Oh,
diving attempt made by Lincoln.
I wonder if that was incomplete or if he was out of bounds when he caught it. I couldn't quite see there with the players in front of us.
Oh, that block that Gunnar put on that guy.
Oh, man.
Ouch. Good protection there. The offensive line has done a great job in protecting Nick Despain this season.
They really have. They've given him a little bit of time and allowed those receivers to get into their spots, run their routes, and make some great plays. They're doing the hard work so nobody else has to.
Just under 6 minutes to go until halftime. Here's Despain, drops back, goes for it all, has Turner. Complete to Gavin Turner. That's a Trojan touchdown. 52-yard pass, Despain to Turner.
Number 11, Gavin Turner.
What a great route. Awesome pass by Nick. Hit Gavin right in the hands. perfect route, well-timed, and then, of course, finished with the score.
As you said earlier this season, that's a Stockton to Malone. You can just count on that.
That's right.
That is just money. Gavin Turner, what a receiver he is.
Of course, Nick's got a little more finesse than John Stockton, and Gavin a little more strength than Carl Malone.
There's no doubt. There's not even a question. Bo Johnson on to attempt the extra point, and it is good. Well, 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go until halftime. Morgan up 42-0.
Well, the pace we're going, we're going to shoot right by Daniel's prediction.
Yes, we need to keep our eye out on the players and see if we have some. I don't know. Typically, Coach Barlow will leave the starters in for the entire first half and just pedal to the metal.
Right.
And then we'll see. I think we'll see some new players.
Yeah, it'd be a chance for some of these other guys, maybe some of the younger ones, maybe some of the ones that play a little bit more JV, get some varsity time, and we'll be excited to see them.
Hate to do this to you, David, but I'm putting my jacket on.
Yeah. Well, we've got a cameraman up here who's looks like he's frozen. Got a producer who's frozen, commentator frozen.
Yes.
PJ over there flexing in his flannel.
Oh, PJ has a hood on. Ball was fielded and then dropped, but returned out to the 18-yard line again. Same place that the Templars had the ball last possession.
First and 10 for the Templars on the 18-yard line.
We have Ty Wheeler's grandparents watching from Ogden, and we appreciate you watching. And Ty Wheeler is one of the top defensive players in all of high school football in Utah. He's a fantastic player. Love watching number 44 play. He was the player of the week last week and just is a tremendous athlete.
Been a great contributor to this Morgan defense for his third year now. Started as a sophomore and junior, and now is a senior year.
A shout out to the girls volleyball team, Dave. They're watching from. They've won both of their games they've played, and shout out to Grace Gordon, who texted in and let me know that. Thank you, Grace. Phil and Marcy Hurd watching from their home in Arizona. Parents of Rusty Hurd. He's one of the coaches of the Morgan Trojans. Is he the head freshman coach?
Rusty coaches, I think he's coach on the JV team.
The JV,
also
okay.
helps out with varsity defense. I believe he's with the DBs.
Yes. Grandparents of Tyson and Jack Hurd.
Tyson is a coach on the
here's
freshman
a
team.
Almost quarterback sack, almost another quarterback sack, and then Zach Nilsson takes care of biz. First flag of the game just came out, Dave. Sorry, I interrupted you talking
I
about
noticed that. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, Tyson coaches on the freshman team, the receivers coach. Boys love him.
Roughing the passer call on the Trojans there. The Trojan faithful below us do not agree with the call.
Do you ever agree with a personal foul that's called against your team?
But not even in close.
Bring up first down here, 15 yards down the field. Looks like it'll put them on the 33-yard line. The ref's signaling to start the clock.
Whenever a team is up by 35 or more, starting the second half, it'll be a running clock, only stopped for kickoffs and things. Player stays in bounds, tackled by the entire Trojan defense.
Brings up second and about 5 yards to go, maybe. No, a little more, maybe. We'll go 2nd and 5.
The Manti team has won the football state championship 4 times in 99, 03, 2011, and 2012. Trojans have 7 football titles, including the latest one in 2019 under the direction of quarterback Carter Thackeray. Pressure by the defense. Big Ty Wheeler. Oh my goodness.
Carried by number 6, quarterback, sacked by number 44, Ty Wheeler.
Big loss there.
He's up 3rd down and 8, it looks like.
Just over 3 minutes remaining until halftime. Morgan up 42-0. Morgan has scored touchdowns on each of their possessions, and the Templars have punted on all of their possessions. Fans are still holding tight in the. Haven't seen anyone leave yet. Handoff. No gain on the play. Under 3 minutes to go, and Manti will punt again. Number 16, Peyton Brooks, will return the punt. Also, number 22, Gunnar Lish, is back. Jimmy Savage almost got in there again. Brooks will shift or pick up the ball. He's at the 50.
Oh, looks like a horse collar to me, but I guess no.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. Good tackle there, though. He gets the ball into Templar territory, the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Despain in. Has Brogan Garrett on the far side with Gavin Turner. On the near side is Lincoln Gilson. Austin Avon is behind the Muley Bear at tight end. Hand off to Avon. Cuts up the middle, gets a couple of nice blocks by Isaiah Henselwood and others.
Carried by number 35, Austin
Cooper McGivern had a good block as well.
Picked up about 7 yards there. 2nd and 3rd, or 3 to go.
Ball is almost directly in front of us. We're on top of the press box. That's a handoff to Porter Anderson. He's in at running back.
Carried by number 28, Porter Anderson.
It's like a small loss on that play.
Lincoln Alden.
Third down, 6 yards to go for Morgan. One minute to go until halftime. Handoff.
Carried by number 7, Jimmy Savage.
Jimmy Savage with the carry there.
Looks like brings up 4th and about 3 yards to go.
And I guess this is go for it territory, not necessarily because they need to go for it, but a little bit out of field goal range, and probably doesn't make a lot of sense to punt from here. We'll see what they do.
At halftime, we will show you the performance from the cheer and dance team, so stick around for that.
Looks like they picked up a penalty there. It looks like a false start. Second flag of the game, put the Trojans back just enough yards. I'll probably send in that punt unit.
Only the second penalty of the game. Well, the third, I guess the Trojans did kick out of bounds earlier. I didn't write that down.
Yeah, it's not really
That
a
doesn't
penalty.
Well, the guy hucked his yellow flag up as high as he could.
Well, hadn't had a lot of chances to use it.
10 seconds to go. Looks like that will end the half. No.
little
Zach
diversion
Nielsen
there.
has the ball, and he throws
Oh,
onto the track. Little trickeration there.
tricked everybody.
I didn't see that coming, but that was Zach Nielsen with his first pass attempt of the season. Threw it out to Shifty Brooks. Despain would like some explanation as to why that was the last play.
Looking for a little bit more time on the clock. What's the?
Looks like it is going to happen. Not sure what is happening here, David. Oh, it was a holding penalty on Manti on that play. Automatic first down. So Morgan will get one more play in here.
Probably a no clock play, I'm guessing.
The ball is on the 30. Let's see.
So is that a fourth and
36-yard line? So this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
It was an automatic
Oh, I see. It
first
was
down.
a 10-yard penalty hold on the play, and so they
Yep.
picked up the first.
Ball is on the 36-yard line. No time on the clock. Looks like Morgan will take a knee here. No, we're going for a field goal. My apologies.
Let's see, this is.
This is a 53-yard field goal attempt.
Do you know what his record is, Bo?
I don't.
In a game? In practice, I'm sure he's chipping in 80, 90 yarders, but
It's a small. He's going a little bit into the wind too. So
he is.
hold is down and good. The kick is up and just short. Oh, that was close. That'll end the first half with the score of Morgan 42, Manti 0.
To our halftime, ladies and gentlemen.
Jet Salmon scored 2 touchdowns in that quarter. Austin Avon had a touchdown reception. Gavin Turner a touchdown reception. We'll take a little break and watch the performance by the Morgan High dance team and cheer teams and come back for some commentary before the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment, the Morgan High dance team.
Green light go, that's all I know. And when I walk, I'm in control. No matter what they say, no, I don't care. Ain't gonna walk away until I'm there. Work all day and I never get tired. Work all day and I never give up. Work all day and I never get tired. Work all day and I never give up. Work all day and I never get tired. Work all day and I never give up. Work all day and I never get tired.
Give it up for your Morgan High dance team. Football fans, Morgan High fans, this is your Morgan High School cheer team. This routine is choreographed by Bailey Purser. Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for me to figure out the music up here, I'd like to add a couple of things here. Announce a few of our sponsors tonight. Take a look inside your programs you bought outside there at the door. We have a few sponsors. If you have a sticker on any of these, come up here and see us in the booth. Subway tonight is a proud sponsor of the Morgan High football. Check your program for a sticker on the Subway ad. Winner gets a free Subway platter certificate. Head up here and see the announcers for that prize. Another one of our sponsors tonight is the Timber Mine. So take a look on that program, and we've got a gift card up here for the Timber Mine. Bring that program up, show us the sticker, and we'll give you that gift card. The Morgan Sports Network. Your ticket to the game when you can't be there. Check your program for the Morgan Sports Network for the winning sticker. Come up to the announcer booth and claim your prize. Once again, the Morgan High cheer team.
Defending state champions.
That is your Morgan High cheer team, choreographed by Bailey Purser. Give both the dance team and the cheer team a hand. Once again, take a look at your program, look for a sticker on any of those sponsors. Come up and see us, and we'll get you that prize. football fans. We had one winner of the Timberline gift card and the Morgan Sports Network card. Take a look at those programs. It might not be there this time, but when you come in, you purchase that at the door, and there's some prizes inside those. Take a look on those ads again for the Subway. They're a proud sponsor of Morgan High football and the Morgan Sports Network, also the Timberlines. Another reminder here, the cheerleaders will be holding their mini cheer clinic starting Tuesday, September 13th. Please bring your daughters. Come have fun. Information on how to sign up is available down the concession stands. And while you're down there getting some information, get a burger, get fries, and a french fries. And also, drinks, treats, enjoy. Some scores from around Utah today. We've got Canyon View leading San Juan. South Sevier losing to Richfield right now. Also got Carbon. Carbon plays the Temple next week. And then we beat them 14-7 right now. South Summit 7 Carbon 0. Baker Christian's 27 over San Diego 0 right now. That's who the Trojans will be facing next week. And right now we've got Juab 17 and Union 7. Union played the Temple last week, so there's a few scores from around Utah.
And we're back. How about the drums?
Yeah, they're rocking out over there. Pretty good.
So a couple stats of note from the first half, David. Quarterback Nick Despain completed 10 of 13 passes for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Pretty good first half.
Very good first half. He also ran a 1-yard touchdown in. So he has 3 passing and 1 rushing. Gunnar Lish rushed for 59 yards, carried the ball 5 times. Jet Salmon, number 24, sophomore, carried the ball 3 times for 35 yards and 2 touchdowns. That'll work.
Yeah, obviously a great half for Morgan on offense and defense. The Templars didn't get much of a chance to move the ball down the field with that tough defensive line, putting on some stops.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Trojans decide to do here in the second half.
Morgan High School, we like to do a little spotlight on someone in our community.
Here's a spotlight we'll listen to here for
this evening.
Heidi Miller.
Heidi lives in Mountain Green, has taught the high school for 20 years. She's previously taught in Logan, Park City, Arizona, and Davis County. This will be Heidi's 4th year teaching at Morgan High School. She teaches concurrent enrollment nutrition, human development, early childhood education, and her favorite class, sports sewing. She loves the diversity and creativity of her students and the amazing things they create. Heidi is known to help an athlete whip up a rice bag for some sore muscles, repair torn football jerseys, upcycle or hem prom dresses, And there's nothing better than when her past students drop in to mend their own church pants, sweatshirts, or backpacks. She loves being a teacher and has loved teaching at Morgan High. When she's not teaching, Heidi loves spending time outdoors with her family, skiing, snowmobiling, fly fishing, and traveling. Heidi and her husband Kurt have 3 children. Alex is a senior, Cody's a sophomore, and Cole, or the Lucky, is in 7th grade. Give it up for Heidi Miller, this week's Spotlight, Morgan High School.
Love Heidi and Kurt. Kurt was our fun fact. He did the landscape architecture for our yard.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Probably a few years ago, I guess.
Heidi's brother Shad Guffey built our house. Tom and Shad. Shout out to the Guffmeister. No Guff. That's his license plate. It says no Guff.
And yet there is a Guff probably sitting right there in the car.
Oh, absolutely. Love Guff.
Bronson Ball, Eli Mortensen, Cole Miller, Victor Newenschlander, George Thurston, and Rhett Max.
They snuck a couple extra minutes onto the halftime clock, I noticed there.
Well, we'll roll with it. You notice on your screen a little QR code, and if you feel so inclined, you're welcome to scan that with your phone, and you will be taken to the Morgan Sports Network Venmo account where we are accepting donations. We are a business. We are a private business, not owned or operated by anyone with the high school. We are owned and operated independently, and we provide this service to the students of Morgan, where we or the community, where we highlight students and athletes at Morgan, not only at the high school, but at all different levels. We try to highlight them on our social media platforms as well as here on our live streams. But if you'd like to scan that code and donate, all of the money we collect goes to pay our student staff. Right now, Austin Barlow is our producer. Sam Halls is on our main camera. PJ Williams is on our secondary camera. Jackson Flinton is on our field camera today. We have Jake Haywood taking some still photos down there that we'll have available later. So we also use it for equipment needs.
Yeah, and those equipment needs are significant. Trying to put this production together does require a lot. We appreciate our sponsors and the support they've given us to allow us to do this and bring this production around the world. We get a lot of feedback from parents and grandparents and friends and family who are not able to always be to games in person, and they're grateful for our sponsor support as well, so that we can share these great performances out.
Special shout out to Morty's Car Wash. They're located in South Weber by Maverick. Morty's is owned and operated by Morgan County resident Scott Mortensen, who, just as a side note, his son Eli was one of the honorary captains today.
That's right.
Morty's has the latest technology and equipment, soft touch or touchless bays, as well as large self-serve bays, unlimited passes and gift cards available, fleet account options. Get Morty's, get clean. They sponsor our clean play of the game. They will get a certificate from Morty's for a free car wash. I used Morty's car wash today, and it is amazing. Morgan kicked off to start the second half. We're underway.
I hit a bird on our way home from Rexburg last week, and it's, was that Rexburg last week?
2 weeks ago. Last week, Green Canyon.
Green Canyon. I hit a bird, and it's still on my windshield. I need to get down to Morty's. I've been down that way.
I love Morty's. Before you go, would you do me a favor and stop in at Heinz Country Store?
Yeah, I will.
Heinz is a wonderful country store off exit 96 in Peterson. Fuel, hot breakfast, lunch, great snacks, great people. Heinz Country Store, a place to eat and get gas.
Do they have windshield washers so that I
do.
could get that bird off
They
my
do. You can
windshield?
get the kind of the major stuff from there and then get the rest of it touched up at Morty's. So we will choose a Morty's most outstanding player. I'll review. Morgan is starting the third quarter with their starters, it looks like. Little late action there by the Trojans. Flag came in. Manti's played a clean game. No penalties on them. Personal foul on the Trojans. 15-yarder. Automatic first down. We appreciate Robinson Waste Service. They've been proudly serving Morgan, Davis, and Weber counties for over 30 years with comprehensive residential, commercial, and industrial waste and recycling. Contact Robinson Waste today for any of your waste and recycling needs. RobinsonWasteServices.com. You take your black can out to the road on the designated night. When you wake up in the morning, it's empty. Robinson Waste. Golden West Credit Union, all game, all season, all the time. Golden West is with the Trojans every step of the way. Golden West Credit Union, they'll take care of you. They sponsored our defensive starting lineup today. Our defensive starters are still in the game. Actually, I need to pay, I think we had a little bit of personnel change there. I need to check my notes on.
Looks like at corner we might have somebody new.
Brogan Garrett is in at corner. Normally he started on the offensive side. Quarterback rolls out to the right. He's under heavy pressure, tucks it and steps out of bounds.
Under lots of pressure there by Titan Willis coming up from behind on that quarterback.
Titan is also the long snapper, Dave.
That is a great way to get a college scholarship in football.
That or girls golf, but I don't think any of these guys can do that.
Looks like we got a
player down.
tempo down there. Didn't see what happened there.
While we have a moment, can I educate you a little bit about the M on the mountain in Morgan, which now that I'm doing this and we can't get the camera to show you, but those of you Morganites will know what we're talking about. So at the completion of the first high school building in Morgan County, the students, teachers, and principal conceived the idea of locating a block M on the hillside overlooking the new campus. This was in the 1911 timeframe. Superintendent H.B. Fry shouted, "Let's build a block M on the hillside for future generations to gaze upon, and let it be a visible symbol of the integrity, learning, and accomplishments of this Morgan High School." So Mr. Fry chose the spot and stood in his office window, and by using hand signals agreed upon by him and Mr. Robert Fenton, selected the exact site and determined the outline of the letter M. Then the graduating class of 1915-16, male and female students, hiked to the selected site on the hill and removed the brush and began to dig a trench in the shape of the block M. That shallow trench was filled with loose rocks from the surrounding area, and then snowdrifts were melted to mix with the calcimite to whitewash the rocks. Then from 1920 to 1953, male students cemented the sections of the letter until it was entirely made of concrete. And I have hiked to the M, and it is an enormous M, and it is solid concrete.
You know, when you get up there, it feels like you can land a plane on it. It's so big. It's so much bigger than it looks from the ground.
Pass completed there by the Templars for a 15-yard gain and a first down. So the hike to the M is, when you get to the top up there, the elevation is 5,947 feet. It's a 2.7-mile hike. Elevation gain, you're looking at about 1,400 feet of elevation gain in a short time frame. So you're straight up, no trees. It's a leg burner.
It is. I mean, I've heard some people have done like Everest, but have they done the M?
I think that's where they train for it. First down, 10 yards to go. Templars in Trojan territory for the first time. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Tackle.
In fact, the base of the M is a cemetery, and it's filled of all those people who attempted the hike and could not make it.
That is where you start the hike for sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view once you get up there and look around. A great monument to our community. Obviously a tradition to have those letters on the side of the mountain in the Mountain West, and one that we have great pride in here in Morgan.
Rhett Barker and Triker Jones have entered the game for the Trojans. Abe Anderton is in as well, number 38. So pass out, complete. Covered well by the Trojans. Tackle made by number 55, Riley Creasy.
Little bit of exclamation point added by Titan Willis there at the end.
Why not? From Hong Kong with love.
So do you know anything about the tradition of setting the M ablaze during graduation?
No.
You don't know anything about that?
It's lit, right?
That's right. They light it up, and the outgoing seniors kind of do it as a way to welcome the new incoming seniors.
I know the cheer team has gone up and whitewashed that before. Here's a quarterback sack by Tate Steele, the man of steel, along with number 38, Abe Anderton.
Great defensive play there. Brings up a...
It's a 4th down, 7 to go here for the Templars.
7. I've been a little bit asleep at the
Number
wheel
34,
here.
number 34, Ethan Pace is in at linebacker for the Trojans. Number 52, Carter Mybus is in. Here's a pass play. Tuck and run by the quarterback. He's at the 30.
Looks like that's enough to get a first down.
Yeah, nice run there.
Good little run there.
Starkweather, quarterback. He's a sophomore. Templars moving the ball well here.
8 quarters of football in 24 hours. It's quite a workout.
Yes. What happened? What were the final scores of the JV and freshman games?
I believe the JV game was 47-0. The freshman game, I believe, was 30-0.
Okay.
Morgan won both of those games.
I heard Joseph Belinsky had a great game.
I think he had a couple of touchdowns on the
70
ground.
yards running and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a great game. And
here's
had lot
a
of fun.
quarterback in trouble, and he's sacked.
Looks like lost about a yard or 2 there.
That was Bridger Ostrander, sophomore, with the sack. The students are throwing some powder in the air. They're psyched.
Getting a little crazy over there.
I could smell that powder.
Yeah.
It's second and 12. Nice tackle by Bridger Ostrander there, number 39. I'm going to have to start focusing in on my numbers here, Dave.
That's right. Clock moving nonstop, so this back half will move quickly.
There's a pass.
Oh.
Is that the Morgan player caught the ball, but they say he was out of bounds.
A great catch. It looks like he was just a
33.
little bit over the sideline there. The ref called it out, but he did catch it.
That was Titan Willis.
It was a great catch
from
by
Hong
Titan.
Kong. Can I give a shout out, birthday shout out today?
Oh, I would love that.
Shout out to President Russell M. Nilsson, 98 years old today, President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Fantastic world leader, spiritual man.
If you think about that, put that in perspective, he would have been born just after the Russian Revolution, prior to World War I and II.
And before the M was completed.
Yeah,
Are those in the same paragraph of your history books?
I think so.
Russian Revolution, the M on the mountain is almost done.
Yep.
Look at the moon is just getting ready to peek over the
Ooh.
mountains there, and it's going to look neat with the smoke.
It's going to be a
I think most
blood
of the
orange
smoke is
color.
coming from the grill behind us.
Yes. In fact, I agree. I feel like all of this we've been blaming on wildfires, but it's just the burgers down there at concession.
Need to remind them to buy pre-cooked burgers. It's the way to go. Heat them up only. Yeah, we'll get a shot of the moon that's starting to peek over the mountains here in a minute. It's really cool looking. Here's pressure. Pass is no good. That was close.
It was very close to a Manti score. I think his backside was over the end zone as he had that ball in his breadbasket, but didn't quite finish the play, and no good.
Quentin Farley was on the defense there. That's a turnover on downs there. Sponsored by Heinz Automotive. Change your tires, change your oil, change your life. Heinz Automotive.
Just a little more than 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Trayson Rich is in for the Trojans. Is that still Nick that's in?
It looks like, well, let's check here.
It's a handoff.
That looks like number 2, Beck Sheffield, is checked in.
Beck Sheffield, there's a Boston Avon with a 17-yard run there. Number 2, Beck Sheffield, he is a sophomore. Tate Steele is in. Number 12 is in Vaughn Sandoval. He's a wide receiver. Also in at receiver, number 15, Christian Nunez. Ball on the 42-yard line. Handoff. Porter Anderson with the run there, 3-yard gain.
Again, this second half is going to move very, very fast. Just a minute and a half here left in the third quarter with the no stop clock rule based on the score.
Sheffield back. Handoff to Jimmy Savage. Got a nice block there by Tate Steele, the man of steel.
Third and about 5 yards to go.
The next break in the action, we'll have PJ get a shot of that moon.
That looks pretty sweet, doesn't it?
It does. PJ's working on that shot here. Here's Beck Sheffield back to pass out and complete. Close to a Trojan first down.
Looks like
number 12, Sandoval.
See where they spot that ball, if they give them the first down or not.
And they do.
Looks like they do. First and 10 from about the 47-yard
You look at that moon coming up there on the screen that PJ's getting that shot of over the mountains there behind the M and Morgan. Handoff to Anderson. Breaks a couple tackles. Flag comes in. Next week, David, the Morgan Trojans will play at Juan Diego. That game will be covered by Channel 14 TV, so we will not be covering that game. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, I don't know. Can we trust them?
I'd prefer that we did it, but
can we trust them to do a choppy, delayed, broken broadcast?
I think so. Penalty on the Trojans, and then there's timeout on the field. Oh, sorry, that's the end of the third quarter. So you see that little QR code on your screen up in the right corner. That's our Venmo account. If you feel so inclined, you're welcome to donate to the Morgan Sports Network. We appreciate those of you who have donated to help us keep these broadcasts going, improve our equipment, pay our student staff who do such a good job in helping us out. Received the donation earlier tonight, and we appreciate that. Shout out to number 64, Major Niederhauser, who is in at center for the Trojans. Here's Sheffield with a pass, incomplete. Major Niederhauser, he's one of our Morgan Sports Network helpers. He helped us with basketball last season, wrestling.
Quite a bit, actually. It was great to have him around. I imagine we'll get a little help from him this year as well. At least I hope so.
Yeah. Also shout out to Preston Niederhauser, watching from Smithfield. Appreciate you watching, Preston. Hand off to Avon. Tackled for loss. Morgan has a little issue going here. We're looking at third down from the dirt spot, David. Third and 27 for the Trojans here.
Yeah, I couldn't even calculate that.
Number 10, Jack Despain is in for the Trojans. Number 80 is in as well. Boston Zach, kicker on the JV team, wide receiver.
Had some great catches last night, Boston did.
Here's Sheffield. Unloads, intercepted.
You know, it looked like, I'm not certain, but it looked like defense got a little hand on that ball as it went out of Beck's hand that maybe caused that diverted pass to hit that defender.
Number 57 in for the Trojans. Joe Correa on the line. Number 31 in at corner, Drew Korth. Number 27, Ryder Waldron in at safety. There's a handoff. Big gain for the Templars. Number 4, Groski. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll be choosing a Morty's Car Wash Most Outstanding Player / Clean Play of the Game, sponsored by Morty's Car Wash. Also a Bingham's Custom Meat, Bingham's Bomb Player of the Game. They will receive a certificate for a Bingham's Bomb. And a Morgan Sports Network Player of the Game. They will receive a certificate. Fumble on the play. They will receive a certificate from the Morgan Sports Network and a sticker. No cash value, but neat to have for your fridge or your locker.
Oh yeah, what else would you want on your fridge or locker?
Talmadge Summers in for Morgan, number 18. Looks like a wholesale, everyone's new now, so you'll have to help me out here, Dave. Titan Willis is in. Just under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Morgan up 42-0, the exact same score as last year's game, is 42-0.
For Quentin Farley there, and Talmadge Summers playing safety, it looks like.
Nice tackle there by the Trojans. What was that? Number 51, Nick Priest. 3rd down, 11 to go. Number 90 in for the Trojans, Jaden Coles. We will be bringing you live from this same location next Thursday, the JV and freshman games. So you log into those and watch the JV and freshman. Pass complete to number 5 over the middle. Nice play there by the Templars.
We got Miller Beardall and Drew Korth in at corners.
Tackle was made by Ethan Pace. Or Peyton Brooks had the tackle there. Number 91 in for the Trojans, Jet Larson. One of my neighbors. Good job, Jet. Number 91. Jet helped us out as well a little bit last year.
Yes, he did.
His brother is on a mission in Reno, Nevada.
Not too far away. I had a nephew that served there in Reno.
Number 13 in and number 33. Bo Spence, number 13. Number 33, Triker Jones in.
Love Bo Spence. He's grown up across the street from us. He's been like another brother and among my sons, and he's always been a good example to them.
There's still a few minutes if you want to text in and let us know where you're watching from. 801-808-2100. 801-808-2100.
27, Ryder Waldron in at corner on this side.
Quarterback back, pass over the middle to number 1, incomplete. Covered by 3 different Trojan players, including Triker Jones.
23, Titan Willis. 3rd and 9.
Clock rolling, just over 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Number 32, Rhett Barker in.
Been slacking
linebacker
here on the scoreboard a little bit, falling behind. Apologize. If anybody out there is willing to do some unpaid, thankless labor, we'd be happy to have your help. Let us know.
Dave has made intercepted by the Trojans. That was number 32,
32,
Rhett Barker.
Rhett Barker.
Rhett
Great
Barker
job,
with the
Rhett.
interception.
Awesome read there by Rhett. Turned it around, and I thought he was going to take it to the house.
I did too.
Manti Templars turned around and played some defense there and made a stop, but a great play there by Rhett.
Shout out to my friend TJ Telford, who was watching the Morgan Sports Network from 10,000 feet on his elk hunt. I hope that you have the success you desire, and I don't know if you want to get an elk or not want to get one.
You want the hunt, the elk. That's a lot of West where the work begins.
TJ's son Tanner was a 4-time state champion on the Morgan golf team and is now golfing for the University of Utah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The boys golf team is seeking a 5-peat this season.
I think they'll get it done. What do you think?
I do. Under the leadership of Lance Loughton, Zaylin McCleary, J.J. Compton, and others. Quarterback Beck Sheffield is in for the Trojans. Number 2, Jack Despain on the far side. Jack Despain in the slot. Hand off to Anderson.
This clock is moving quickly. We need to start making some decisions here.
Yes, it is. That is so true. What can I review some previous winners of
Let's do that.
MVPs? Our Bingham's Bomb winner at Bear River was Ty Wheeler. Nick Despain has won a Bingham's Bomb. Rhett Nye, the tackle guy, and Cole Keel was last week's winner of the Bacon Bomb.
He did a great job last week.
Our outstanding player, Academy Mortgage, Morgan Sports Network, have been Sean Moore, Gavin Turner, Zach Nelson, and Ty Wheeler. And then our Morty's player of the games have been Jimmy Savage, Zach Sargent, Gunnar Lish, and Lincoln Gilson last week. So, all that being said, let me just give another quick shout out, if I might, real quick, to Parker London and Chase Dinetts watching from Logan. Go Trojans. Thank you for watching the Morgan Sports Network from around the corner or around the globe. We appreciate your support. Steve and Karen Robinson watching from our cabin near Smith and Morehouse in Summit County. Go Trojans. Robinson Waste. This is kind of Robinson Waste time. Junk time, waste time. They're our sponsor, Robinson Waste. We appreciate Robinson Waste Services as being one of our new sponsors this year. They want to just tell you a little bit about the good work that they do. They have been proudly serving Morgan, Davis, and Weber counties for over 30 years with comprehensive residential, commercial, and industrial waste and recycling. Contact Robinson Waste today for any of your waste and recycling needs. RobinsonWasteServices.com. We appreciate their support. So, 3 minutes to go in the game, David. Time to get serious on your MVP.
I'd like to maybe talk about clean play of the game. I love that little pick by Rhett Barker there, number 32.
I love that play. I could get on board with that being the Morty's car wash clean play of the game.
I like it.
Let's do it. Number 32, Rhett Barker. Here's a run for the Trojans. That was number 27, Ryder Waldron, with the 20-yard gain there.
Picking up the first down there on that 4th and 8.
Can I make a recommendation for our Bingham's Bacon Bomb player of the game?
I'd love to hear it.
I'd like to nominate number 77, Aiden Thompson, for the Bingham's Bacon Bomb. You know, he's a lineman, defense.
I love it.
Defense has done a great job today.
I think
Been a big contributor, not just tonight, but in every game
Plays
we've
nose
had.
guard for the Trojans.
I like it. I like the nomination.
Is that are you seconding that? Can you
second
sustain that?
I sustain it.
All right, so we're going with number 77, Aiden Thompson. Aiden, you have won a Bingham's Bacon Bomb, loaded with flavor. And while you're there, grab a sandwich. They have amazing sandwiches.
You could actually just shove that bacon bomb in between a couple pieces of bread.
Oh, you could, for sure. So now we're down to our Morgan Sports Network Academy Mortgage Most Outstanding Player. They will receive a certificate signed by the Morgan Sports Network executives and a sticker that says Morgan Sports Network Most Outstanding Player. Perfect for your water bottle, helmet, or car.
Not as good as a bacon bomb. I mean, from a taste perspective.
That's true. I would not eat it. There's Jimmy Savage. Oh, he wanted that end zone, didn't he?
He sure
Got down
did.
to the 9-yard line. Clock stops. Oh, clock is running. Well, can I nominate Jet Salmon to receive the player of the game, number 24. He had 2 touchdowns in the second quarter.
I love it.
He's got hair of gold and is fast as lightning.
Yeah, he really came out with some energy tonight. Showed his strength and speed. 2 touchdowns before the half ended. I think that's a great nomination.
So our Bingham's Bacon Bomb player of the game is Aiden Thompson, Morgan Sports Network MVP Jet Salmon, and the Morty's Car Wash clean play highlight of the game, number 32, Rhett Barker with his interception. Well, that's the end of the ball game. The exact same score as last time these two teams met, 42-0. Trojans look good tonight, and they looked like they escaped without any major injuries.
Yeah, that's right. And I know this was a tough game for Manti tonight, but they are a great group of young men, great group of coaches. They were down tonight with some injuries due to some key players last week, and just wish them best of luck.
Going to have a little performance here by the cheer team, which we will not talk over. We'll watch this performance, then we'll give some closing remarks.
Cheer team getting ready as the boys shake hands.
I think everyone on the Trojan team got some playing time tonight.
Yeah, they really did.
Here comes the water jug. Let's get. No. Yeah.
Someone's getting dunked.
Someone's going to get some water. Captains Nick Despain
like
and Gunnar Mish.
Nick down there getting ready to get some coaches wet. Who's it going to be? Oh, they're getting ready. That looks cold. It's cold tonight. He's going to get it. Oh, he got it. He got it. Who is that? Is that Barlow again? Is that Coach Barlow? He got it last week.
Coach Barlow. Look at that.
Share the love. Head coach Jared Barlow again. That's back-to-back dunks with the Gatorade jug.
Oh, Coach Barlow's in his 3rd season. He has a record of 22-7. Here's the cheer team. And now we'll do it.
Tripped out in their cowboy swag.
Yes. So any closing remarks, Dave?
You know, it wasn't the most exciting game, but I was glad to see a lot of the boys get in. We had some good plays by some of the younger guys, and sets Morgan up as they move into region play here soon. And I look forward to seeing how they do as they start to play some of these other teams that we know are going to be tough.
Yeah, next week starts region play at Juan Diego, 3A North. Following that game will be the blackout game against Grantsville here at Morgan. So that will be a huge game. Grantsville, I don't know if they won tonight, but both Morgan and Grantsville are, as before tonight, were undefeated. So that will be a huge game for both teams. And Morgan, one of the few remaining undefeated teams in all of high school football in Utah.
Yep, and they've really shown up. I don't know if you know, we certainly haven't seen the toughest teams that we'll play that yet this year. Grantsville will be a good one. Juan Diego will be a good one. But I think this team looks good and sharp, and the energy's full of defense, the offense full of skill.
Absolutely. Well, for all of the Morgan Sports Network team, including PJ Williams,